Have you ever stepped into an elevator and noticed people subtly stepping away from you? It might not be your outfit or your energy, it could be your perfume. At a certain age, fragrance plays by a different set of rules. The same scent that once turned heads in your 30s might feel overwhelming in your 60s. I've been there too. And trust me, you're not alone. Today we're talking about how to make your scent unforgettable, not overpowering. Because the right perfume doesn't just smell good. Tells your story before you even speak. And once you know these 5 mistakes, you'll never wear perfume the same way again. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. If you love perfume as much as I do, then you know it's more than just a scent. It's your mood, your memory, your invisible accessory. But here's the thing. What smelled perfect on us at 30 might feel completely off by the time we hit 60. Our skin changes. Our lives change, our energy shifts. And guess what? Our fragrance should too. So how do we age with elegance in scent too? Today we're talking about 5 common mistakes and how to fix them with grace, confidence, and a little curiosity. Let's talk about something we rarely admit. Sometimes we hang on to a perfume long after it stops working for us. Maybe it's the scent you wore the day you got your first promotion. Or the one your partner always said they loved. But now it smells different. And not in a good way. Still, we keep using it because it feels familiar. Here's the truth, your skin changes, your hormones change, and yes, your sense of smell changes too. That perfume might not sit right anymore. And people around you notice even if you don't. It's not about being wrong. It's about evolving. You wouldn't wear the same dress for 30 years, right? Perfume should evolve with you. It should feel like a reflection of who you are today, not who you used to be. So let's look at the 5 biggest mistakes and the simple, elegant fixes that will help you find your true scent again. Let's start with a mistake many women don't even realize they're making. Clinging to overly sweet, youthful scents. You know the ones. Those sugary, fruity, bubblegum-like perfumes that were all the rage in our 20s and 30s. Back then they felt flirty, fun, and full of life. We wore them to parties, to brunch, maybe even on first dates. And they made sense then. Our energy matched the energy of those scents, bright, playful, just a little wild. But the truth is, we're not in that chapter anymore. And that's not a bad thing. It's powerful. As we age, our presence deepens. We walk into a room with more assurance. We've seen things, felt things, lived through things, and that's something to be proud of. But when we hold on to fragrances that belong to a younger version of ourselves, it can feel like we're stuck in a memory instead of living fully in the present. I'll never forget a woman named Carol who came to one of my fragrance workshops. She was in her early 60s. Stylish, elegant, silver hair swept up in a bun, soft cashmere sweater, the whole picture of quiet confidence. But the moment she walked in, the air filled with this intense cloud of candy-sweet perfume. It didn't match her presence. Not at all. Later, during our session, she shared that the scent reminded her of her early teaching days, and her students used to compliment her on it all the time. It made me feel seen, she said. That hit me. Because so many of us keep a scent not for how it smells today, but for what it reminds us of, who we were, how we felt, the people who noticed. And while there's nothing wrong with honoring memories, your fragrance should also reflect who you are now. Mature skin holds scent differently. Hormonal shifts can make sweet notes feel overpowering or even sour. What once was charming can now feel cloying or out of place. And more importantly, the way we want to be perceived has likely evolved too. Instead of cotton candy or tropical punch, try embracing notes that feel layered and grounded. Soft florals like iris or violet. A touch of amber. Clean musk. Light woods. These aren't old lady scents, they're sophisticated. They whisper elegance. They grow more beautiful as they settle, just like we do. Some amazing options? Chanel No. 19 Poudre for its powdery grace. Diptyque's Eau Rose for a fresh, soft floral that's never overwhelming. Or Hermès Iris if you want something with presence but still subtle. Let these fragrances sit on your skin. Let them warm up. Let them speak to who you are now, not who you used to be. And remember, you're allowed to evolve. Your perfume should evolve with you. Choose a scent that feels like your signature. Not a mask, not a memory, but a mirror. A reflection of your strength, your softness, your story. Because you're not trying to be younger. You're trying to be fully, wonderfully, unapologetically you. If you think this sounds like you, stay with me because mistake 2 is one most of us never even notice we're making. Let's talk about something that happens more often than we think. Wearing too much perfume. It's easy to do, especially when we've worn the same scent for years and we feel like we can't smell it anymore. So what do? We spray more. Then maybe we add one last spritz just in case. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Our sense of smell naturally dulls a bit with age, especially to scents we wear often. What smells faint to you might be overwhelming to someone standing next to you. And the sad truth? They probably won't say anything. They'll just quietly lean away or avoid a hug. Not because they don't like you, but because the cloud of fragrance is just too much. I once sat next to a lovely woman at a charity luncheon. Stylish, friendly, full of life. But I could hardly concentrate on our conversation because her perfume was so strong it made my eyes water. And it wasn't a bad scent. I recognized it and had worn it myself years ago. But she'd applied too much. I ended up excusing myself halfway through the salad course just to breathe. It's not about judgment. It's about awareness. As we age, the way perfume sits on our skin changes too. What used to fade quickly might now linger longer. Our body chemistry shifts and fragrances can cling in new ways. That means you don't need as much as you used to. And in many cases, less is actually more. So what's the fix? First, switch your mindset from applying perfume to placing it. Think of it like jewelry. You wouldn't stack 5 necklaces and 6 rings all at once. You'd choose just enough to complement your look. Same with fragrance. Try spraying just 1 or 2 key pulse points. The wrists, the base of the neck, or the inside of your elbows. If you wear glasses, a light mist on your collarbone can create a soft scent trail without overwhelming your face. You can also try layering lighter scents. A body lotion and a matching scent, followed by 1 spray of eau de toilette, can create a more delicate effect than 5 sprays of Perfume. And here's a fun trick. Ask someone you trust, like a close friend or family member, how your perfume smells from a few feet away. Not in a hug. Not nose to neck. Just from conversation distance. That's what really matters. If this is helpful, consider subscribing or sharing this with a friend. We're just getting started. Coming up. Mistake 3 is something that might be sabotaging your fragrance without you realizing it. This next mistake is so common, yet hardly anyone talks about it: applying perfume directly to dry skin. It might seem like a small detail, but it makes a huge difference in how your scent performs throughout the day. Have you ever sprayed your favorite perfume in the morning, only to feel like it vanished before lunchtime? You're not imagining things. Dry skin doesn't hold scent well. Here's what happens. When your skin lacks moisture, perfume tends to evaporate more quickly. It never has a chance to bond properly, which means that beautiful fragrance you spent time and money choosing disappears before anyone even notices it. I had a conversation recently with a friend named Lorraine. She's in her late 50s, absolutely radiant, always dressed to the nines. She told me she kept reapplying her signature perfume 3 or 4 times a day because she felt like it just didn't last. When I asked what her morning routine looked like, she said she usually skipped body lotion. And there it was. Here's the fix: moisturize. Seriously. It's the secret no one tells you. Hydrated skin acts like a cushion, holding onto fragrance molecules longer and letting them release slowly over time. And no, it doesn't have to be complicated. A fragrance-free body lotion or one that matches your perfume will do wonders. If you really want to level up, apply a light layer of unscented body oil or cream while your skin is still slightly damp from the shower. Then spray your perfume on top. It creates a base that helps lock the scent in place, like primer before foundation. Some women love using a matching scented lotion, and that's a great option too. Just make sure it's not too overpowering. The goal is to enhance your perfume, not compete with it. Also, consider where you're applying it. The inside of your elbows, behind your knees, and even your stomach are great spots if they're moisturized. These warm, soft areas help the scent evolve gently throughout the day. Lorraine took that advice to heart. She started using a simple almond oil blend before applying her fragrance, and guess what? She told me the next week that someone stopped her in the grocery store to ask what perfume she was wearing. For the first time in years, she said, I actually felt like my scent stayed with me all day. And that's what we want, isn't it? Not to drown in perfume, but to carry it with grace. To let it follow us like a quiet memory, not a loud announcement. So don't underestimate the power of moisture. Think of it as your perfume's best friend, because even the most luxurious scent needs a little support to truly shine. And if that surprised you, mistake 4 is one of the most overlooked. and it can ruin even the finest fragrance without you even knowing. Now here's one that often gets overlooked. Wearing the same perfume all year round, no matter the season or occasion. It's like wearing sandals in a snowstorm or a wool coat on the beach. Technically possible, but it just doesn't fit. Fragrance isn't one size fits all. It lives and breathes with your environment. The scent that felt fresh and flirty in the summer sun might turn heavy and overwhelming on a cold winter night. I remember a woman named Teresa I met at a holiday dinner party. She walked in wearing this bright citrusy scent, perfect for a June garden brunch, but on a snowy December evening, it felt sharp, even jarring. It clashed with the cozy candles, the mulled wine, and the warmth of the room. She later told me it was her signature scent, and that she wore it every day no matter the time of year. But here's the thing. Even a signature can evolve. Even your favorite can have a seasonal rhythm. Why does this matter? Because temperature affects how a fragrance develops. In the heat, perfumes bloom faster and project more intensely. In the cold, they fade quicker and sit closer to the skin. Lighter scents like citrus, green tea, or soft florals can be perfect for spring and summer. They match the energy of the season. But come fall and winter, your scent should wrap around you like a scarf. Think warm ambers, creamy vanillas, soft woods, or subtle spice. In summer, try something with lemon, neroli, or green tea. Come winter, reach for cozy notes like sandalwood, vanilla, or amber. It's not just about the weather. It's also about setting. A bold, dramatic perfume might feel right for an evening gala, but it could feel out of place in a quiet coffee shop. A strong oud or patchouli might make a statement at night, but overwhelm a brunch table with close friends. Here's a simple rule. Let your fragrance match the mood. Think of it as part of your outfit, your intention, your presence. Are you stepping out to make an impression? Or staying in and wanting something that whispers close to your skin? Are you chasing sunlight or leaning into candlelight? If you're not sure where to start, try building a wardrobe of scents. You don't need dozens. Just a few staples for different seasons or vibes. One light and airy, one soft and floral, one warm and rich. You'll be amazed at how your relationship with fragrance changes when you let it move with your life, not against it. So if you've ever felt like your perfume was just slightly off, it might not be the scent, it might be the season. Because just like you wouldn't wear the same dress to every event, your scent shouldn't stay static either. Let it evolve with the seasons. Let it match your moment. And most of all, let it reflect the many beautiful sides of you. Let's wrap up with one of the most common mistakes I see: buying a perfume without ever testing it on your skin. Sounds harmless, right? Maybe you sniffed it on a tester strip, or your friend wore it, and it smelled amazing on her. But here's the catch. Perfume isn't one size fits all. What works beautifully on someone else might turn sour, flat, or even vanish completely on your skin. I once had a client named Evelyn, stylish, confident, in her early 70s. She told me she splurged on a luxury perfume after reading glowing reviews and sniffing it on a paper strip at the counter. But once she wore it to a dinner party, her best friend told her, kindly, that it smelled a little like bug spray. Evelyn was mortified. She said, "I loved it in the bottle. I just don't understand what happened." Here's what happened: skin chemistry. Your skin's pH, oil levels, and even your diet and medications can affect how a fragrance unfolds on you. That same perfume on your friend might smell like heaven, while on you it could turn sharp, powdery, or just off. That's why testing is crucial. And I don't just mean a quick spray and sniff. I mean wearing it, letting it breathe on your skin, giving it a few hours to evolve. A fragrance has layers. The top notes, what you smell right away; the heart notes, what comes through after a few minutes; and the base notes, what lingers for hours. You need to meet the whole story, not just the opening line. So how do you do this? Next time you're testing a new perfume, spray it on your wrist, just one spritz. Don't rub it in. Let it settle. Walk around. Go have a coffee. Check in after 10 minutes, an hour, and then at the end of the day. Notice how it changes. Does it make you feel like yourself? Does it elevate you, or distract you? Even better, ask for a sample if possible, and wear it for a full day or two before committing. Most high-end fragrance counters will happily provide a tiny vial. Use it like a dress fitting. See how it moves with you, how it make you feel. You wouldn't buy a pair of shoes without trying them on, right? And finally, trust your own nose. Not trends. Not magazine ads. Not what smells good in the air. Perfume is intimate. It's personal. It should blend with you, not sit on top of you. It should feel like the perfect finishing touch, not a costume. So the next time you fall in love with a bottle, pause. Wear it. Test it. See if it loves you back. Because when you find a fragrance that feels like it was made for your skin, that's when the magic happens. So here we are, 5 mistakes, 5 fixes, and 1 simple truth. Fragrance is deeply personal. It's not just about trends or what's popular this season. It's about the quiet confidence that comes when your scent feels like a second skin, like a whisper of who you are when you enter a room, and a memory that lingers when you leave. Think about it. How many times has a certain smell transported you back to a moment you thought you'd forgotten? A hug from your grandmother. A walk through your favorite garden. The first time someone told you that you smelled amazing. That's the power of perfume. It's time to reclaim that power. You don't need more perfume. You just need the right one, the one that makes you feel remembered. You don't need a shelf full of bottles. You just need 1 or 2 that make you feel something real. That makes you feel like you. And once you find that, everything changes, not just how you smell, but how you show up in the world. If you've made some of these mistakes before, don't worry, you're in good company. We've all done it. What matters is what you choose next. Fragrance is not about perfection. It's about connection. To yourself. To your past. And the way you want to move forward. You don't have to change everything overnight. Start small. Try a sample. Moisturize first. Spray less. Choose a scent that feels like it belongs to who you are today. And don't be afraid to let go of what no longer fits. That's not losing your identity. It's reclaiming it. Because when you wear a scent that's truly aligned with your spirit, it shows. It lingers in the best way. If today's video made you rethink your perfume routine, give it a like and share it with a friend who might need the same reminder. And if you're ready to find your next signature scent, subscribe for more beauty and lifestyle tips made just for you. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite fragrance right now? I'd love to know. Let's keep this conversation going. Because your story deserves to be told beautifully.